guys, welcome back to another video. If you're watching this, it's because it's my 25th birthday. I almost said 23rd, and then I almost said 24th, and then I remembered that it's actually my 25th, so that's, So I figured for today's video, while I am, off in Tulum, Mexico, having the time of my life, that I would pre-record this video and tell you guys 25 things that I learned in 25 years, because 25 is a pretty substantial age for me, okay? I am now a quarter of 100 years old. I have been alive for 9,125 days. I hope I did that math right. If not, I'm an idiot. So I wrote down a list of things that I've learned, and I hope that it helps some of you guys. But yay, I'm 25! I'm still alive. Hopefully, when this video goes up. Okay, enjoy these 25 things that I've learned in 25 years. Number 1, you'll only ever really have yourself. I know that's kind of a dark one to start off with, but it is the truth. The most important thing you can do is build a really strong relationship with yourself. What are you doing?
I'm writing a poem.
Number 2, debt is never, ever worth it. I came from no money growing up. It was just something that we just didn't have. We were like a low to middle class family. And the second that I came into my own money that I had started making via social media, it was really easy for me to just be like, oh, well, I haven't had any of these things my whole life. I'm gonna buy a luxury car, a luxury apartment, luxury purses, luxury clothing, glasses, whatever it was, I wanted my hands on it. The amount of money that I was spending eating out, it was just ridiculous. And I got myself into a lot of debt. And I'm talking, like 5 digits, like pretty bad. And I did it on multiple occasions, and I now think back and realize how dumb it all was. I think it's important to treat yourself, but I think that there's also a limit in which we do that. And the debt wasn't worth it for any of those things. Number 3, this is such a huge one for me, is to water your relationships. I am the type of person where I don't typically think to text friends or family, check in on them. And I know that sounds absolutely terrible, but it's just not something that occurs naturally for me. I just get distracted with my own life and my own things, and I just don't think to send that text message. I don't think to make that phone call. And I have let a lot of relationships dry out because of that, and it's not something that I'm proud of, and it's something now that I'm striving to fix and repair, because it was something that just, I would say maybe 6 months ago, I processed, oh my God, I haven't checked in with my brother, my aunt, my grandma, and it's just something I am trying to be more mindful of, and I'm actually already noticing the difference. Just because the soil is dry and the plant is dying, plants and humans are durable, so if you add more water, they might live again. That's really dark. Okay, number 4, the way you speak on others reflects how you feel about yourself. This needs to be taken with a grain of salt. What I mean is that if you talk positively about the people that you love and you say good things about them, or you're just careful about the way that you choose to judge them, I feel like that's a big reflection on yourself and your morals and the way that you view yourself. If you are constantly judging, talking down, saying cruel things about other people, you need to look in yourself and have some introspection and figure out why it is that you feel that you need to talk about others in such a terrible way. I wouldn't say that I am somebody that really does a lot of shit talking, but I've definitely had my moments where I know when I'm not feeling confident, it's really easy for me to talk down on other people, not to their face, but either to myself, to my closest friends, and it's usually because I'm insecure with myself, and then I'm like, oh, hold on, I don't want to be insecure, so then I fix that. Number 5, travel whenever you can. This doesn't mean that you need to fly to Bali. This doesn't mean that you need to pack your bags and go to Tokyo. Even if it's an hour road trip, or if it's traveling to the next state over, it will make you so much more aware and educated of the world around you. You'll get to take in sights that you would never obviously see in your own neighborhood. I have now traveled to so many different places I actually probably thought I would never get the opportunity to go to. And each experience has just made me so much more culturally aware, and I love it. Number 6, listen to your gut, which obviously goes hand in hand with your intuition. Your intuition is oftentimes not leading you astray. I can say 9 out of 10 times that I've been concerned about something, worried about something, unsure of something, had a bad feeling about something, and I back out. I end up finding out later it was a really good thing that I did. So always listen to your gut. If you think that it's just you being paranoid, that's something to be mindful of too, but you can typically tell the difference of just genuinely having a bad feeling about something and just being scared. Number 7, and I'm still learning this to this day, is to work hard, and then when you think you're working hard, work even harder than that. My brother is one of the most inspiring, motivational, most hardworking men, people, not even gender, just people, person, can't even speak, that I have ever known. I don't think I've met a single person who can operate on the level that he does. And it is beyond impressive. It's something that I am still struggling to comprehend how he does it. It blows me away. And when I talk to him, I then become aware of my own work habits. And I'm like, oh, I thought I was working hard. And then I see him and I'm like, I need to work even harder than what I'm doing because I'm actually not doing enough. Even when I feel exhausted, am I actually exhausted or am I telling myself I'm exhausted? So people like him have really helped me to push my work limits beyond what I thought I could achieve. Number 8, your past doesn't define you. I don't know how this is gonna hit for anyone because it's gonna hit for everyone differently, whether it's trauma, whether it's mistakes that you feel you've made in your life. It does not define you, and you have the chance to start over again or to start fresh or create a new chapter in your life. Yes, it is a part of your life, and take that as a learning lesson. Whatever it was, take it as knowledge that you're now able to carry in to your future years to come. Allow that to flourish however it does. Number 9, and I have just recently started doing this in my life, and it's shameful to say that out loud, but it is the truth, and it is to admit when you're wrong or when you've messed up. This is very hard for me. I am a Leo. I am hard-headed, sometimes overly confident. I'm difficult, and I do not like being wrong. I do not like being proven wrong, and I don't like messing up. And for the longest time, I would just find a way to turn it on the other person. So toxic, so unhealthy. But recently, within this year, maybe a little bit of last year too, I know when to apologize now, and I know when I've messed up, and I can say it. I can just admit it. It means so much to the other person, especially like when it's obvious that you messed up, and sincerely apologize. Do it when you can say it in a way where it will come off the most sincere. It needs to be a sincere recognition on your part for the other party to feel that you are actually owning up to something, because you don't want people to view you as somebody who feels they're too good for a mistake. Number 10, communicate. Just communicate, communicate, communicate. Communication is what we are built off of. Everything that you are going through could very likely be solved with just a little bit of communication. Not everything, sorry. Most things can probably be solved with communication and being good at communicating. I was not a good communicator 2 years ago. A year ago, oh my God, forget it. I was either furious, I was cussing, I was just red, just angry. But recently, I have decided to look in on myself and ask myself if I was the opposite person and someone was coming to tell me about something that was bothering them or something they didn't appreciate or something they did appreciate, whatever it is, how would I want it to be said to me? And that is now the mentality that I have when I go into communicating with people. Number 11, I'm saying this to myself and to everyone else. Social media is a freaking highlight reel. It is nothing more than that. There are some people out there who are doing great and really being open and transparent about their mental health journey, their body dysmorphia journey, and they show the good, bad, and the ugly. But 99.9% of social media people out there are just showing you the parties that they go to, their amazing outfits, and I mean, I'm probably one of those people. I very rarely show when I'm really going through shit. That's okay, that's my own choice, there's nothing wrong with it, but when you go on, you need to realize that you were basically just looking at a magazine that has been in edits for X amount of time and is now being presented to show you the best version. Just remember that always. Number 12, which kind of goes hand in hand with this, is to be grateful for what you do have. I'm not gonna say the whole there's somebody out there who has it worse than you, because you probably already know that. But aside from someone having it worse than you, just looking at your life for what it is. Do you have a roof over your head? Are you able to eat food? Are you able to afford your groceries? Do you have family members that care about you and love you? Do you have friends that care about you and love you? Are you able to put clothes on your back every day and go to school or go to work or take care of your kids? Be grateful for what you have, because it is a beautiful thing. No matter what, I'm always grateful. 13, it is okay to be afraid of change or risks, but you need to do them anyway. Just freaking do it. Change is scary. We as humans get really comfortable in routine. That's what our lives are made of. Wake up, go to work, come home, have food, go to the gym, watch TV, go to bed, repeat. I've been the most successful when I've pushed myself out of a routine, out of my comfort zone, and done something that was considered a risk. It has always led to something incredible, whether it's my YouTube channel, whether it is the friendships that I have made, relationships that I have been in, dates that I have gone on. It has always led to some sort of victory or something fascinating or a story to tell. Take 100% advantage of those opportunities. Number 14, do not give up. Don't do it. No matter how bad it feels like your business venture is going right now, your fitness venture is going, give it some time. Give it 60 days. Track your progress. See how things are going and how things are flowing and if it's worth your time. But don't just throw in the bag right away. I always think of that picture like literally with anything. Even if I'm on hold. I was trying to call Shopify earlier for customer service. I was on hold for 25 minutes and I was like, I thought of this image, and it's the guy who is in the mines with a pickaxe and he turns around to go home, but he just has a little bit left of stone to break before he hits the gold. I thought about that on a Shopify customer service call. I was like, I'm so close to getting the gold. That could be you. So don't just give up. You've got more time to put into this. Number 15, always have savings and a financial goal. I just started doing this last year when I bought my condo. Going back to like the budgeting and stuff, I didn't care about saving money. I just cared about spending it. I was like, oh, $4,000 for rent a month on an apartment that's super bougie. Let's do it. Throw the money down the drain. The second I made it a goal to buy a condo, I felt so much more in control. I felt like an adult. I felt like I was working towards something. I was excited to put money into my savings because I knew that eventually I was gonna have property that I could call my own. I love it. Like, my condo is nothing over the top, nothing super fancy. It's my first condo and I'm so happy with it, and I can't wait till I can buy my next condo and my next townhouse and then my next house. It's a journey and I'm excited for that, and it makes me excited to save money. Whether it's saving in emergency funds, whether it's saving for a vacation, whether it's saving just to be responsible, have a financial goal and save money. Number 16, seeking validation from people is not going to equate to any form of happiness. You are going to spend your entire life trying to make sure that you are impressing somebody who will only think about you in a fleeting moment. And that's so maybe cruel to say, but we all are. We all think that we're relevant. We're really not. We just exist. Why spend your life trying to satisfy and impress others? The only person you should be trying to satisfy and impress is your freaking self. Number 17, leading into this, confidence starts inside of you. It is not something that you can buy. It is not something that you can wear. I mean, well, I guess maybe you could wear confidence and maybe you can buy a jewelry that makes you feel more confident, but I'm talking about that root confidence, that confidence that comes from deep within you and is so strong that it just bursts out. I don't have that root confidence yet, but I'm working every day to get there. It is a journey to confidence, but it has to start inside. This is not something that is a materialistic item. It is very much so pure and inside of you, so work towards that. Get there. You can do it. We can do it. We're gonna try. We got this. Number 18, it is okay to not be okay. Point blank, period. You do not need to be perfect every day. You are allowed to be sad. You are allowed to be angry. You are allowed to feel let down. You are allowed to feel irritated. You are allowed to feel disappointed. And you are allowed to take the time that you need to feel better about that. Obviously, do not allow it to debilitate your entire life, but it is okay to just process emotion. It's okay to not be okay. Number 19, always, always, always have some form of self-care routine. And this includes your mental health. Therapy. Once a week, you take a bubble bath, you do a facial mask, or you treat yourself to your favorite foods and you order in and watch a movie, or you do all of those things. Any form of happiness for you is a form of self-care. Number 20, you will get hurt, and that is life. That's literally, I have this tattoo. It's my first tattoo ever, and I was so unsure of tattoos for the longest time, and I love this tattoo. I love where it's placed. I love the size of it, and c'est la vie. It means that's life. Everything that happens in your life, all the pain that you will endure, all of the experiences that you will face is life. And you just have to take that and accept that and realize that that is just the game of it all. And there's always something to learn from that. Going into that, number 21, learn from your failure. Failure sucks. You're gonna be pissed, you're gonna be sad, you're gonna feel dumb, but failure is actually a really great thing. Not only does it push you even harder, you might fall on the ground a little bit, scrape up your knees and your arms, but once you get back up, you are gonna push even harder than you did before. You're gonna go in with a new form of knowledge that you didn't have before. Take every failure as a learning lesson for anything in your life. The more failure, the more knowledge. Number 22, talk less and listen more. I'm a YouTuber. I'm a talker. I talk and I talk and I talk and I can tell stories and I can tell you all about my life, and I've become more aware of listening to other people. Sometimes my friends are like, give me an update, and I'm like, I don't have anything to say. Let me just listen to you speak. So it doesn't mean to talk less per se, but if you're with your friends, listen more. They might have something really important to talk to you about, really important to share with you. There could be a life lesson in there that you're gonna learn. There could be anything that can come from just listening to people. Obviously, on top of that, your friends and your family and your loved ones will feel very appreciated. Number 23, comparing yourself to the person or people that are more successful than you is only slowing you down. Hi, Jazmine, that's for you. I am naturally a pretty pessimistic person, and I know that that does not translate on video at all, but I am actually just very much so a pessimist, and I compare myself to everyone. I often feel like I am destined to mediocrity and that, you know, I will never be as successful as other people, or that I just don't have it. I don't have what it takes. And then I'm like, I just spent 5 minutes or an hour or a day consumed in these thoughts when I could have been working hard to develop something or to develop something or to get a video out because I was sitting in my own pitiful lump of nothing. Look at them, acknowledge them, learn from them, implement what you see them do into your own life, see what you can do in your own life to improve, and that's it. 24, live clutter free. I used to be a hoarder. My mom was a hoarder. We had a closet, like a full closet, stacked to the brim with papers from like the 80s because she always felt like she needed to hold on to them. We had so many random things that we did not need. Ever since I've been living on my own, I live such a clutter-free life. I go through my wardrobe once every 2 to 3 months. I constantly am getting rid of things. Not only does it lead to a peace of mind, it's just nice living clutter-free. Nothing ever feels foggy or jam-packed or overwhelming. Moving is a breeze for me. Unpacking is a breeze for me. Packing is a breeze for me. Just everything is easier when you live clutter-free. The last one, and I'm so happy that this is the last one that I thought of, is 25. Happy birthday again, Jazmine. Happy birthday, me. Your dreams are achievable. Anything that you want, you can manifest it, you can work towards it, surround yourself with people who can help you work towards it, but your dreams are 100% achievable. It's just about how much time are you willing to put in to make it achievable. You got this. You just have to know you got this, and you gotta be willing to put in blood, sweat, and tears to have that. I'm sure you have a whole crew of friends and family and loved ones that believe in you, but you have to believe in you, and you have to be willing to put in that work. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this 25 things I learned in 25 years. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you learned something from it. And do me a favor, comment down below some things that you have learned. I would love to see them. We could all use some tips and hacks in life. But I'm gonna go back to enjoying my trip in Mexico. I'm not in Mexico right now, but you know, like right now I am, but like right now I'm not. You know? Okay. I love you guys so much. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, throw this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Besitos. Bye.